Hello, welcome to 2019 and this passable camera angle. Yay! So I decided to do this year off right by doing a declutter of my TBR. That's not what you're gonna see in this video because I didn't film it because I didn't. Sorry. If you want to see that kind of thing, leave me a comment and maybe I'll film next time? I don't know. Yes, I could have filmed the process of my declutter, but mostly my process of decluttering is very mentally internal, and I feel like it's kind of boring after a while to, watch somebody say, I don't think I'm gonna read this, over and over again. But I could be wrong. You might be really interested in that, so if you want to see it, I'll let you know. But after that process, I came up with my January 2018 TBR. Yay! Woo! Yes, so my January TBR, I'm going really easy on myself. We are not going to do anything crazy here. It's not an ambitious TBR. It is a very, very healthily non-ambitious TBR. Most of these books I'm already in the middle of, and also most of these books are ones that I already know that I'm gonna, finish, and, I like them, and I'm on my way, generally, to finishing them. So there's 5 books on this list. We're gonna go through all 5 of them in a very, quick manner, hopefully. I don't know, I get rambly sometimes. Here we go. The first one is the book I am currently in the middle of. Dust Jacket. The Lady's Guide to Pirates and Petticoats by Mackenzie Lee is beautiful. For one thing, I really love this color of purple. The cover is lovely. It goes in the same graphic design pattern as the first one, so they match, which is cute. But yes, this is the second book in a series. The first one is called The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. I'm currently in the middle of it. I've read the first one, but I don't own the first one. I just own the second one. The second one follows a different main character. It's the sister of the main character from the first book. Again, it's LGBT characters, historical setting. This one says that there's going to be pirates in it. And, no spoilers or anything, but there's pirates in it. And so far, I'm having a wonderful time with this. I absolutely love the main character. I love her voice. I love her flaws. I love her, friends and her companions on this trip. I love the villains so far. In terms of writing, for me, this is a major step up from book 1, because book 1 was, good and interesting, and it kept me going, but, plotting-wise, this is so much more tightly plotted and better plotted than the first one, and I really like it so far. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to finish this in January, because I'm probably going to finish this, tomorrow. The next one on the list is Writing Down the Bones by Natalie Goldberg. I started this last year, and then I got to the middle and I stopped. I started reading this. I have read it in the past. I started rereading it when I found it at a Goodwill as I was gearing up for NaNoWriMo last year. I didn't win, again, which happens, but I made it halfway through this book talking about writing, and I do really love it, and I do want to finish it. And when I read about writing, I feel like writing, so I'm hoping to give myself some good writing vibes to get myself back in that game a little bit too. So we'll see how that goes. The next is a book that I love and adore called S. This is fabulous, wonderful, amazing thing. I thought it was going to be one of my number ones of 2018, but I didn't finish it in 2018. I'm also still in the middle of it because I had to take a bit of a break from it because this is a heavy reading experience. The book itself, if you look inside, there's all of these different inserts and footnotes and stuff, and it takes a lot of mental effort to read it. So I had to take a break for the last 100 pages of it. But I'm going to get back to it in January. And barring any kind of, unfortunate disaster, this book is probably going to make it into my top books of 2019. So we'll just finish it really close to the beginning. The next thing on the list is the only book on my list that I'm not actually in the middle of, and that's Damsel by, oh god, I don't remember the name. Where's the name? By Elena K. Arnold. Elena Arnold. This is, I don't have the dust jacket for this, because the person I'm borrowing it from didn't give me the dust jacket. So, this is a fantasy YA type book that is, as far as I remember from reading the synopsis, which I haven't read in like a couple of weeks because I borrowed this a bit ago and I haven't gotten it back yet. But basically this book is about a girl who is a damsel in distress. She gets saved by a prince, and as soon as she's saved, she like wakes up in his arms and she doesn't remember anything from before that moment. Like, her personality is created in the, like, she wakes up and is alive at the moment that she is saved and is no longer the damsel in distress, and she just kind of has to go along with this idea that this is the prince who saved me and I'm going to marry him, or something along those lines. And so it deals with that narrative and kind of memories, and I feel like it's probably going to be one of those things where the damsel is in distress is like, because of the whole memory thing and the fact that she doesn't know and she kind of has to just go along with this, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna marry the prince and he's such a good person, he's a hero, that he's probably not a hero, and that some shady things are going on. I'm gonna guess that that's what's gonna happen. I don't know. I haven't read it yet at all. But that's gonna be my guess, and we'll see how it goes from there. But I'm very excited about that one. The cover, I can't show it to you. Maybe Editing Andy will find the energy to put up a picture of the cover, but it's beautiful. It's got flowers shaped like hearts dripping blood and stuff, which is like super metal, but also it's really pretty. So that's fabulous. And then the last book on my TBR for this January 2019 is The Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes. This is a collection of Sherlock Holmes short stories that I am in the middle of. I've read like half of them, and the goal is to read the rest of them. I love Sherlock Holmes and the stories related to that. I have read these already in a different format. I just got this version of the book and I wanted to read this one too. I believe I've read most of them. I think there might be a, like, final collection of them that I haven't read yet, but I'm not sure, because most of the ones that I've read were collected in this, like, The Complete Sherlock Holmes Volume 1 paperback thing that I got at Walmart, like, 10 years ago, but I never got Volume 2 from that set, so I'm not sure which things I haven't actually read, because I think Hound of the Baskervilles wasn't in that one, but, like, it was in the Volume 2 that I didn't have, but I read Hound of the Baskervilles separately, and I have a bunch of, like, little ones like this that I'm not sure which ones were in that compendium that I read or not, because I'm not fully aware of the publishing order. I'm sure I could have done research on this to know for sure, but I haven't. Anyway, we're rereading Sherlock Holmes, and it's gonna be beautiful. So yeah, that's my TBR for this month. 5 books that I am in the middle of.